appreciate it. Hopefully you've got to meet some new people and chat with your neighbor a bit. I am Michael Sansevero. I am the Dean of Student Success, and I'm so excited to see such a great turnout, to see so many people here. First thing I'm going to do is introduce to you our Vice President for Student Success, Dr. Jerome Ratchford, who's going to welcome you.
I know you guys don't want me to speak for a couple hours. I'm going to put this away, okay? It should be a couple of minutes. I'm delighted to see you guys in such large numbers here. I just had a brief conversation with my seat partner, and she's one of the honorees today, and she shared some of her information saying that she's very pleased with being here at Kennesaw. So I want to know that that's true of everybody. All of our honorees, that you love being at Kennesaw State University, right? Yeah. All right, go Owls, right? To the honorees, to family members, to friends, I am delighted to welcome you to the 2011-2012 Who's Who recognition ceremony. I do bring you greetings from my office, Office of Vice President, but I also bring you greetings from the President of Kennesaw State University, Daniel S. Papp. Dr. Papp, of course, would be here if not for conflicting obligations. He, along with my office, we all understand the importance of this recognition ceremony. Why did I say it's important? Because I can't think of anything comparable to Who's Who, in that not only do we recognize your academic success, which is highly, highly notable, but we also recognize the fact that you found time to be involved with community service. You can balance that important equation of being involved in academic matters, but also being involved in community service. So it's quite an honor to be here present today and to be recognized. I would be short-sighted if I didn't thank Michael Sansevero, Anne Marie Thomas, and all the various members of the selection committee. I was telling my seat neighbor that I've been at Kennesaw 24 years, okay? I might say 24 delightful years. And this ceremony is one of the notable and one of the most delightful ceremonies that we offer, particularly this time of year. So I say to the honorees, to the families, to friends, keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on representing yourselves personally in terms of your personal accomplishments and so forth, but also continue to represent Kennesaw in the greatest light. So congratulations to everyone, and go Owls, and have an enjoyable ceremony here today, okay?
Thank you, Dr. Ratchford. For more than 7 decades, Who's Who among students in American universities and colleges has honored outstanding campus leaders. Every year, we get the opportunity to recognize people for their scholarship, co-curricular, leadership, and community achievements. There is no initiation cost or membership fee, although they will try to sell you a book. The Who's Who founder was H. Pettis Randall II, and he designed this opportunity back in 1934 to ensure that academic achievement was recognized regardless of a student's financial ability to participate. H. Pettis Randall III established the scholarships that were worth $5,000, $3,000, and $2,000 respectively prior to his death in 2002. He established these as an additional way to honor student excellence. These scholarships will be randomly awarded in May of 2012 to 3 of the new nationwide inductees. So you all are among that esteemed pool of people across our entire nation who have been inducted, and simply by being inducted, you're automatically, your name is automatically put into that pool to receive one of those potential scholarships. If you win one, please let us know. KSU's criteria for consideration in Who's Who is a minimum undergraduate GPA of 3.0 and a minimum graduate GPA of 3.5, and demonstrated achievement in co-curricular involvement, leadership, and community service. Only juniors, seniors, and graduate students are eligible. Each year we see the quality and quantity increase. With such tremendous competition, your being selected is truly an honor and speaks to your level of achievement and your level of success. Given the increase in qualified students, also an increase in the number of applicants, and our enrollment growth. Over 24,000 students this past fall. We reached out to the Who's Who organization. Normally, there is a very tight selection of the number of people you can induct each year. The qualified pool was tremendous this year. So we requested, for the first time in our history, to have them raise the cap on the number of inductees that we could bring in. Normally the cap is set at 125. This year we asked them to raise it to 175. And luckily, they agreed. This has allowed us to increase both the number of our inductees, which is, of course, an all-time high for us. And the last 3 years, each year we have continued to have not only record numbers of applicants, but also record numbers of inductees. This is a great sign of the growing national presence of our students as leaders, as well as scholars. The fact that Who's Who has recognized that we need more slots, so to speak. One of the things that I think was quite interesting when we were talking with the Who's Who rep, I don't think that they realized how large we had gotten. In fact, when we were looking at their records, they were still using some old enrollment data, and they said 175 spots. But you've got what now, 15,000 students? They said, no, 24,000. And it was amazing. We were really excited that they now recognize what a large and comprehensive university we've become. I also would be remiss if I didn't recognize our selection committee and talk a little bit about the selection process. One of the things that is really important to us, not only because of the vision of the founders wanted Who's Who to be something that was a recognition that was regardless of any financial impediments, but also was a recognition that celebrated the diversity of the students who are on our campus. And that became incredibly important to our selection committee as well. So first I want to thank the people who worked tirelessly and reviewed all of the applications and submissions. They did all ratings and notes. Everything was submitted electronically, as you know. You submitted it online. And then we created a blind review process where all of your recognition data was put forward to the committee. The committee needed to review all of it through basically their little e-readers. So that way they would rate truly you based on the qualities that you had as an applicant. After which we then matched up, once we collected all the ratings and put them into a nice big matrix, then we matched them back up to the names. So to me, this is really exciting too, because we had people who truly were recognizing you based on all of the talents and achievements in your application, without any other form of recognitions or understanding otherwise who you might be. So the people who were our raters, and I know that they also are all busy doing other things and helping us because our volunteers are so incredible that they wear 5 hats for us. So we have Mr. Ed Bonza, who also is digitally recording this for us, which is very exciting. Ms. Nicole Phillips, Ms. Karen Powers, and Ms. Natalie Becker. So let's take a moment and thank them. Without further ado, we're going to begin our induction process. So we're going to do this in an orderly fashion, and the first thing I will do is apologize for any names that I mispronounce. Feel free if I butcher your name too badly. You can imagine with a name like Sansevero. You can imagine how I've heard it pronounced through the years. So feel free to come up and correct me. You want to make sure you get properly recognized. So all of the 175 inductees are listed in the back of the bulletin that you received. For the sake of time, instead of reading all 175 names, we are going to go ahead and issue the certificates and read the people who were able to be present with us today. Anyone else, because I'm sure you have friends who weren't able to be with us here today, they will be able to come by our office over on the 4th floor of Kennesaw Hall and pick up their certificates. Also, we are going to do this in alphabetical order. Now, I trust, because you're here at Who's Who and are an honor and scholar, that you know how to